$1 of tax. That Durant deal helps them out a great deal, though.
Boston with the ball. They made just one field goal the last 8 minutes. In fact, one at 7, and that's an oh my moment. Way up top. Blocks.
Boy, this is off the dribble. You see him tuck it into the midsection there. Tucks it in, just right over the top.
That's off one dribble, by the way. That's a long way. That's the length and versatility.
19 years old. Luau gets blocked from behind by Brown. He's having a tremendous opening.
Defensively, for a big guy coming into this league, I think that's always a challenge. And from what I saw yesterday, he has a good feel for it defensively. So I'm really not concerned about his offense. That's going to come because he's too skilled not for it to come.
They're going to go ISO Booner.
See how he does. See what he does here.
Tatum pulls the trigger. About a 17-footer. Bang! Big shot on a big stage.
Goes in and out. Lonzo Ball with 7 points, 9 boards, and 9 assists. Jaylen Brown has a little something for you, folks.
Beautiful hang time right there, Jaylen Brown.
3 seconds to go. Tatum launching. It counts. Doesn't look like a rookie. That point's for you.
Jaylen Brown.
Bowler, I know.
Motor.
Sorry, I know you well enough. Jay Crowder should be like on your all bowler team.
No, I like that.
Jayson Tatum's on my all everything team.
Tatum
That was
follows.
ridiculous.
About how long can LeBron James hang on? And as we saw last year, maybe forever. He was that good. He's just fantastic at any age.
Jayson Tatum. So, come here, 8 games in the opening rounds. You don't like this game, go to the one next over. As Tatum goes all the way in. What a move.
It's just going to be too tough.
I know you were looking forward to scouting Paul George a few more times, right?
He's a good player.
And Jimmy Butler.
That could be
Jimmy Butler.
Miami, Avery Bradley, the aforementioned, to Detroit. Amir Johnson to Philadelphia. Tyler Zeller was waived, but Gordon Hayward and Marcus Morris, that's pretty significant, and then more damage to them.
Right now it's 7. Boston in green, San
Whoa,
Antonio is silver and black. And knocks down a nice shot. Boston on a rebound. Front court, Brown on the wing. Oh, nice stop and go drive, lays it in.
And
That's a second-round pick right there, Ron.
yeah, and sometimes guys like that really slide through the cracks.
Tatum and 1. 2 chips on their shoulder. Millsap was one who's now an all-star or was an all-star in Atlanta. And a guy named Isaiah Thomas, 60th player taken.
Ooh. A crossover and a make.
Brown got Connaughton out of position. Hard to the hole. Chris Brown racks it up. 3-point game.
Jackson outside. Over to Tatum all the way. Just in time.
Jaylen Brown is one of the few guys that has a little NBA experience out there on the floor.
What's that say now with players, Ron, 4 years in the college game?
But he's corralling these rebounds. He's got 2 now. Open court. This is what happens.
That's not a rookie move. That's a grown man move.
Front court. Brown. Another tough shot, but a finish. And finishing is what this summer league is all about for Jaylen Brown. 3rd overall pick in the draft.
Forward off to Boston. There's a little tension in the air between the green and blue. Nice shot, Tatum.
Kind of likes that little.
Middle of the second round. Brown on the take. And got it on his way down. That was very, very difficult.
Previous year, we finished the season really strong, and we ended up winning 44 and getting to the second round. I think we kind of felt into
As his team lose, it's the first loss by a USA basketball team at any level as Tatum knocks down a fadeaway jumper.
Play almost every position in this league.
Nice steal.
Jackson front court. Past Briscoe. Nice feet again. And Brown with a circus shot.
People will say, how'd that guy miss it? Well, sometimes it's not his responsibility. You got to know whether it's the trail official. Wow, Celtics off to some start.
Dribbling through guys and knocking them off balance and shooting the basketball.
Now, he was the D-League Rookie of the Year. He played for the Maine Red Claws in Boston. Now, Boston has possession as we start. Final game of Summer League 2017. Tatum takes a glance at the Jazz bench after he knocks down the first. Trying to up the tempo as Jackson leaves it inside, and a nice roll-in bucket. Oh my, Jaylen Brown.
The Yankees are in a tailspin here. We got to get this righted. There we go.
There's Jayson Tatum.
Didn't need to bounce that time.
You like him, don't you?
Well, and Prince, they've got 12 and 21.
Prince.
They got two guys that can help right now. They know how to play.
Prince got a little manimal in his game, too, doesn't he? Likes to go and get it.
Playing the San Antonio Spurs, and when you don't know a lot about him, you're kind of surprised at what he was able to do.
Nice.
Nice pump fake, and he drives to the basket. That is his specialty. He can drive and draw fouls.
It's definitely there, and there's something we didn't see early in the ballgame with him. He does shoot the three-point shot, and so does Brown.
Jaylen Brown, stop and go dribble. He's so fast. Corner. They work great in tandem, and the rainbow shot good for three.
NBA move right there.
The ball brings it up.
He's looking for the post up. He had Nwaba in jail and got it to fall, PJ.
Oklahoma City is in the heart of the Northwest. 5 in the shot clock.
Damian Lillard's like my favorite player in the NBA.
I like that. Boy, used his legs on that little mid-range game.
Jaylen Brown just getting it done. Damian Lillard came out of Weber State.
It doesn't go with my outfit. I don't think I can wear those. You know?
So many shoe contracts. Tatum on a step back. Tough shot. Throws it in. Building the winning brand, which they believe they're doing, and they believe the foundation now is in place and is being built brick by brick.
Cleveland, I know you've written a story about it. What did you find out about that?
Well, I talked to him earlier in the day. He certainly was very intrigued by that job. There's only 30 of those.
David Locke missing 11 of their last 13 from the floor.
Jaylen Brown got that.
Dunn, who's probably been the best player so far in this summer league. As far as the rookies go, great pass, and Brown with the flush to Dimitri.
Now the Celtics are getting the ball out and they're running.
Here it comes again.
Fultz with 9. Brown answers back.
He's just better than everybody else.
To do, and I'm really looking forward to that Paul George press conference.
The good news for you as a ESPN undefeated reporter who lives on the West Coast is you never have to travel ever again.
2-point game. But I think it's great for the league. Brown going to the line, looking for the three-point play.
That's good stuff.
Moving off the ball and is rewarded.
Here's Brown.
Nowhere to go. Now get rid of that ball. That's a hard
Wow,
shot.
what a shot from Brown. Another move by Brown. Again, the putback, the offensive board. In the Endesa League in Spain, as Brown forces a shot, takes his own rebound, goes up again, and he finishes.
As they tried to get it. But a good job by Chris Johnson.
Jeez, he just makes it look easy.
Jaylen Brown, he has led the 11-0 run right now.
Any player that decides to take graduate courses as a freshman, and he was taking Marquise Chris to school.
Driving again and dumping it for Hammonds, who gets it poked away. That's Brown on the defensive end, getting that deflection there.
Generally speaking, Smitty have really waited and bided their time for free agency to arrive as Jaylen Brown knocks down the 3 for Boston.
Brown, the turn and the drop over the defense. You have to scale Mount Putney to get to the basket.
Well, maybe that's what Dan Hayes was talking about. It's presented to him. And Dellavedova was a guy that proved he can knock him down. He shot over 40%. That's Brown with a nice take that time. Finally gets the finish.
We're seeing a lot of change on your roster. And it's a result of what happened with KD going to the Warriors. What are your first impressions of Harrison Barnes and Andrew Bogut joining the Mavs?
And so we touched on it with Fred Hoiberg. How do you set the lineup? How do you compensate for that? As Brown knocks down the shot. Spearheaded that run. Stockton came in, got a couple steals, a couple of assists.
Oh, nice hustle by Brown. He goes. Yeah!
Straightforward as you see Brown with a great hustle play here, doesn't give up on it, and then a little bit of liftoff. That was just inside the free throw line. Pretty impressive.
Brown will try the three, and Jaylen splashes it home.
He with a notion of a three. Brown resets and pops. It's in!
Jaylen Brown, aggressive, athletic. Now, Marquise Chris is maybe the best athlete of this class. And look at Brown go up and just say, give me that.
Jordan Mickey couldn't get the handle. And Bender turns it over.
Brown again with his length and presence.
3-on-1. And a nice finish.
Luckily it was benign, and I believe he had 3 different surgeries on his head, on his skull, some.